There we go. Hold on a second. This is not appropriate. Have a change quickly. This is more like it. Come on, we're ready for this. We are ready for this. Got the drip, very little, but it's still drip. All we have to do now is fight Alduin. Tame that wretched Drake. This feels very much like the end. If it isn't, I'm sorry I've catfished you all, but I've been catfished too, so it's alright. It's excusable. But I think if there's anything we've all learned from this, other than the fact that this is a really amazing game that is fully deserving of its popularity and it has sick music, if there's anything else we've learned, is that the real Elder Scrolls Skyrim was the friends we made along the way, which is why the stream has been named thusly. I'm just going to close my curtains. Light off. Let's go to Skuldafen. Let's just fucking go. I hope you can hear me alright, if anyone is watching. You call that a Thum? You call that a Thum? That's a Thum. Davakin, 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 ah, Davakin, 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 ah. Oh, I'm too fast. I'm too fast. Uh-oh. Give me a second. I'll take, but... Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is bad. I'm trapped in a corner. One that I cannot fall from, otherwise I will die. Get closer. Get closer. That'll do. Oh no, no, no. Oh, don't you fucking... I'm so lucky that gravity just doesn't make sense in Skyrim. Oh, that was... Whew, that was anxiety-inducing. Mash R2, it's the way to go. Mash R2. There we go. That should not have taken that long. I wonder if that dragon is alive. I suppose there's a way to find out. Fire! It is! Oh, there's a few of them. Wrong button. I've not suddenly just kicked shot myself in the foot, have I? Ooh, this one's... Ooh. Hey, one at a time, one at a time. You can do the frost dragon, and then close in on the elder dragon over there. Glad I picked up on that one being alive though, otherwise I might have had to fight these two and Parthenax. Not Parthenax, Alduin, for all I know. Oh, this one has a bit more health than the frost dragon. Every time you hit me, it makes me stronger. Come on! Though, in mediation, of course. Huh? What? Oh, I see how it is. Pick on the little guy just because I attacked first. There we go. Throw him off for a sec. Yeah, luckily I'm pretty much immune to frost damage from the looks of it. I don't know exactly the ins and outs, but okay, I seem to have got them in a bit of a loop, which is going to work to my advantage here. Now I get a level in one hand, is good, that's going to help out. Oh, I think I've grounded this guy. Big step back. Quick. Yes! No! You all saw it though. I did kill it. That shows it's possible. Okay. You all know the drill by now. Unless you're my friends watching and you have no context, I do squats when I die. Okay, now quickly reload. Ah, you missed. Okay, taking turns. That's right. I stay at your side. You can't exactly bite me, can you? And that's the frost dragon. Sadly, I won't be able to take your bones because I just don't have the weight limit requirement. But I will take your very essence if that's fine. It is cool. I didn't hear any objections. I'll take your ruby. I'll take your gold. That's quite a bit weaker than what I have on. Where'd the other one go? It's all the way down there. Must have gotten confused. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's your good boy? Where's your good boy? Oh, I see how it is. I see. I see. I understand it now. I'm not done with you. Come on. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Hit it with that. Alright, don't want to get too greedy. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no. I'm not going all the bloody way through that temple again. I'm not going through that temple again. That's a... Oh, right. Bow. No way I can get it from there. Yeah, I'm just not getting far enough. Come on. Come on. Get back to your perch. That should do. I tried. Maybe a bit higher. I know you know where I am. He's ignoring me. Can you believe that? The gall. The cheek. Am I going too high? I doubt I'm going too low. Maybe they're just tired. Well, regardless, do a quick save there. Not a literal quick save, just a save that's quick. I'm not going up them steps until I know you're dead. I'm sure I have something for this. No, I don't. I thought I had some scrolls. Must have gotten rid of them. Let's try that. Wrong hand. Is that reaching? Ooh. You take up some space, don't you? There's no way that isn't reaching. Hold on. There we go. Oh, he's back at full health. Of course he is. Of course he bleeding is. Alright then. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, and I've wasted that. I've wasted that. Oh, there you are. Trying to throw me for a loop, eh? The trick is really just to circle around them, because they can't do that, can they? At least not very effectively. Come on, come down. I've got candy. I haven't got candy. Hit him with that. Hit him with the boom. Just to be safe. These guys are rich, honestly. They're paying my mortgage. Like, who needs to get paid for this work when the work is the pay? Alright, that should do it then. So I just go up here. I've got a bunch of potions that can surely help. Do a quick stretch. Ooh, something clicked. Something clicked. Once we finish this, I'm gonna read poetry. Who's Nocreen? Do I know you? Oh, you're something different. You seem like a threat to me. Whoa, 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 whoa! I was not expecting this. I mean, it all seemed to be building up just to the fight with Alduin. I'm not expecting all this. I mean, the two dragons I understand, but what are you doing here? What's your relation? Come on. I can do this. Have I got any food? I don't have food. do. I have no idea what your relation is to this place, but it is no longer. A dragon priest. Wait, so he's not creating the mask of the dude? Because 50 magic, destruction and restoration costs 20% less. Wow. I mean, that's good. That is good. But I'd have to take off the one I already, the helmet I have, which is just the classic helmet. It's fine. It's fine. It's fucking heavy though. It's heavy. So I suppose this is it. Gonna wait for my magic to come back. I don't want to go into this fight half prepared. Ooh, and I have a perk to increase. My one-handed's where I want it to be. I still don't know what a backwards attack is. That's with axes, that's swords, dual wielding, but I don't dual wield. Archery, light armor. I think I'm wearing mainly heavy armor. Anything I can do with that? Oh wait. Increases armor rating for heavy armor by 80%. I want that. I want that. Let me just have a look. What? Anything I can do with restoration, destruction? I want to make sure I cover the bases before I do anything. That's okay. That's good, but that requires way more levels than I can put into it right now. I want to regeneration. There we go. And that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna get the bloody heavy armor bonus for 80%. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I get that? I mean, that guy, he was melting me quite a bit. Just check, I am wearing heavy armor though. Heavy. Yeah, I'm wearing full heavy armor, thank goodness. What's my armor rating? 276. That's good. That's a good rating. Okay. Do a save. Take a sip of water. Have a biscuit. Have another sip of water. Blimey, that's dry. Bash it down with some milk. Okay. No more delays. Save again, just in case, I don't know, the other one corrupts or something. The dragon seal. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of height. Oh, goodness me, that's ominous. Oh, it's a door? I was just expecting to fall into the abyss. Sure. I'm a little anxious here. What's this? I know how to defeat him, don't I? Okay, this is way more. Well, I mean, this is. I mean, he knows how to set a scene, I guess, but it's way more build-up than I thought there'd be. That better be him, because I don't want to be fighting another dragon. I'm not fighting him in the mist, am I? Because that's not exactly great boss design. It looks pretty though. I mean, the stars. Wow, it's like I'm on the astral plane. Who are you?
Turn back, traveler. Terror waits within this mist.
Yeah,
Many
your
have
face.
braved the shadowed veil, but vain is all courage against the peril that guards the way.
Who are you?
Near Giant's Gap, in the gloom before dawn, we marched unsuspecting into the Imperial's trap. Then we stood and fought, our shield wall defending, until by dawn's light, the Legion's ranks wavered. But I never knew if Night's End brought victory, a swift flying arrow to Sovngarde carried me.
What's the mist?
I do not know, but none have passed through.
What are you doing here?
His hunger insatiable hunts the lost souls snared within this shadow.
Oh, the music's kicking in now.
Can you lead the way to where Shore's Hall waits, beckoning us on to welcome long sought? I saw it fair when first I trod this long sought path. The pain and fear vanished, dreamlike, and a vision beckoned. Shore's Hall, shimmering across the clouded veil.
This guy loves to talk, doesn't he?
By the shrouding mist, my mind is darkened. I've lost the way and wander blindly. Hurry, before Alduin your life devours. Bring word to Shore's Hall of our hard fate. Beware. The World Eater waits within the mist.
I'm not going to fight him in the actual mist, am I? Because, once again, I just don't like the idea of, like, this big, almighty, world-eating threat being shrouded in fog while I'm trying to kill him.
There is no escape. Courage.
Whoa! What about foolishness? That was my best friend! No! Oh, Christ, there's so much fog. Hello?
Beware. The World Eater waits within the mist.
Yeah, I know, I saw him. That is... what? Genuinely, that's such a good sky. I mean, if not else, he knows how to set a sense of foreboding. Hello.
Beware.
Oh, so they just kind of all say that. My heart's starting to run a bit. This is definitely the end then. If this wasn't the end, that'd be very disappointing, unless they somehow managed to then top it again. But with like this set design, I mean, look at this. No way this isn't the end. Hey.
What brings you, Wayfarer Grim? A wander here in Sovngarde, Soul's End. Shore's gift to honor dead.
I pursue Alduin, the World Eater.
A faithful errand.
Yeah.
No few have chafed to face the world, since first he set his soul snare here in Sovngarde.
Well, I'll let you know that I chafed pretty
But
easily.
Shore restrained a wrathful onslaught. Perhaps deep counsel your doom foresaw.
Who are
I
you?
am Sue, shield thing to Shore.
Ah,
The whalebone bridge he bade me guard. Winnow all
This is
those
a whale?
souls whose heroic end sent them here to Shore's
Oh.
empty hole. Their welcome well earned awaits those I judge fit to join that fellowship of honor.
that's a noble duty.
I am
Oh, I
their
didn't mean
welcome
to.
well earned.
There we go.
No shade are you, as usually here passes. Living, by what right do you request entry?
Please? Brothers. By right of birth, I am Dragonborn!
It's been too long since last I faced a doom-driven hero of the Dragon.
When you say face, you do just mean face to face, right? You don't mean like face.
Living or dead, by decree of Shore, none
Yeah,
may
okay, so I'm gonna
pass this
fight this
perilous
dude.
bridge, till I judge them worthy by the
Okay.
Warrior's test.
I really wish Liddy was here by now. Oh, this guy hits hard.
Living or dead, by decree of Shore,
Wow. And this is after I just had my armor upgrade. Shit. Give me a minute, let me do my bloody squats. I hope this is
what
the
brings
end.
you?
Who are you? Yada yada.
Where welcome well earned.
I pursue
Faithful
Alduin.
errand, but
Yada
Shore
yada.
restrained a wrathful on.
I seek entrance.
No shame. By what right do you rid me?
Like that.
It's been too long since
Can I enter?
living or dead.
And just do another save.
By decree of Shore, none may pass this perilous bridge. Judge them worthy.
Is this guy Dragonborn? No, you don't have to be Dragonborn to learn the voice. Thank goodness for this pillar being here. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. Is Alduin still over there? Is he? Yeah, he's up.
Shore's favor follow. Endure.
Cool. I suddenly feel so fragile and afraid. That's not a good sign. When I'm So is this like Valhalla? Like their equivalency? I hope that's a fucking word. Equivalency. Equivalency. It sounds like a real word. I mean, say it with enough confidence, pretty much anything's a real word. You. These are big doors. Oh, that's a thing. I'm not that far from 27. Ah, that's 80. You know I'm gonna get that. That could be good. Because I've got all heavy armor right now. If I get to level 27, that's where my next point's gonna go.
Our door has stood empty since Alduin first set his soul snare here.
Really?
By Shaw's command,
Let's get fucking bored.
And venture not the Vale's dark mist. But three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe. Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hecon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim.
Gormlaith the fearless, Haldar the almighty, Steve the old. There's a bit of favoritism with whoever's coming up with these titles. Oh. Old is right.
At long last, Alduin's doom
Oh,
is now
I remember
ours to
you.
see. Just speak
You
the
were in the
word, and with our
flashback.
hearts, you'll hasten
Was it a
forth to
flashback?
smite
Or was I actually there?
wherever he lives.
Semantics.
Old comrades, let us counsel take before battle is blindly joined. Alduin's mist is more than a snare. Its shadowy gloom is his shield and cloak. But with 4 voices joined, our valor combined, we can blast the mist and bring him to battle.
Please tell me you three are gonna fight with me.
The World Eater, coward, fears you, Dragonborn. We must
should.
drive away his mist, shouting together, and then unsheathe our blades in desperate battle without flagging.
Dude, we're having a private conversation here.
To battle, my friends! The field will echo with the clamor of war. Our wills undaunted.
Got warriors of legend on my side
His
now.
mane is too bright for mortal eyes.
What's he got? Wings? To be fair, I'd trade in these lot for some damn wings. Just fly above Skyrim. You know what? Considering I've got you three, I will accept the fact that Lydia has had to stay behind. They better actually help me fight him and not just shout. Because that would just be such like an unironic anticlimactic piss take. These 3 warriors of legend who once banished the mighty beast will shout away the fog and then you fight him alone. Like, it just wouldn't feel right.
Clear skies! Combine our shout!
Okay, hold on. There it is. When? Oh, I start. Nice. Oh. Perhaps again? Curse you, Alduin! Solid of scale you may be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of
His
harpoons.
strength is failing. Once more and his might will be broken.
One more time, and the
There we go. Get the Unrelenting Force. Oh wait, or should I get Dragon Rend since it's against Alduin? I mean, this just forces him to land. I'll see how much airtime he gets, and then I'll switch. Hold on. I have a potion for this. It only works for a minute. Tell you what, I am going to switch to Dragon Rend just for this bit because I have no idea. I have no idea how. There we go. Oh, look at the little baby. What's that? You can't handle a 4v1? Fucking casual. Genuinely, thank goodness that they're helping you though. Like, imagine that. You get the warriors of legend and time. You know, they've written tales and ballads, countless about these guys probably. And they originally kind of banished him to the outer edges of time and space. But then they just don't help you kill him once and for all. Get that. Don't need that. Why not? Oh, I missed. You call that fire? I've my stoves with more heat. I didn't miss him that time. Thank goodness I don't take damage from being landed on. That would suck. Yeah, this dies. Wings so treacherous, and scales so foul, die, O trait, in misery and howl. As said by me. Is that it? Is that it? Is that all we can expect from the great World Eater? That guy over there, the gatekeeper, he's a bigger threat than you. One from staring contest. I bathe in your flame, you bastard! I see no threat to use my weapons on. The Dragon Slayer.
This was a mighty deed. The doom of Alduin encompassed at last, and cleansed his sullen guard as evil snare. They will sing of this battle in Shore's Hall forever, but your fate lies elsewhere. When you have completed your count of days, I may welcome you again, glad friendship, and bid you join the blessed feasting.
Oh, I couldn't. You guys, you guys. I've been at this like what, 2 months? Wrong button. You were a tough one. That guy, Ugh. Just a large dog with wings. Ignore that. My hair's finally growing out again. No thanks to that guy who cut it off in the first
When you're
place.
ready to rejoin the living, just bid me so, and I will send you back. Tarry not too long. The land of the dead is not meant for mortals to linger.
It's fine. I've got a save file here. It's fine. I should say my goodbyes though.
I'll look for you, friend, when at last you return to Shaw's Hall. The honor will be ours when you rejoin the ranks of Sovngarde.
Someone did you dirty with your title, man. I mean, like, this guy, the hack on one eye, she's like, what, the valorous, you're the old. Did you sleep with, like, whoever wrote that name? You're, like, did you sleep with their wife?
Reprieve is now repaid. The long night is ending.
Oh, that's it? I preferred Hakons. I can kind of see why you've got that name now.
Even here, where heroes throng, few can match this mighty deed. What glory! The gods themselves must envy us this well-earned honor.
Yeah. Ooh. You're just like Lydia, sneaking up on me.
When you are ready to rejoin the living, just bid me so, and I will send you back.
While I'm young.
Return now to me, with this rich boon from shore, my lord. A shout to bring a hero from Sovngarde in your hour of need.
Really? Cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know you. So you certainly had some fun while I was gone. Molos Vamir.
So
60s kid.
it is done. Alduin Dilo, the eldest, is no more. He who came before all others and has always been.
It's more like was always been at this point. You don't sound very happy about it.
Happy? No, I am not happy. Ze mahist undul bormahu. Alduin was once the crown of our father Akatosh's creation. You did what was necessary. Alduin had flown far from the path of right action in his pachlok, in the arrogance of
It's
his...
still not set in that I've just fucking beat the final boss,
But
yeah.
I cannot celebrate his fall. Zutiraz ach ochma. He was my brother once. This world will never be the same.
I was just fulfilling my destiny.
Indeed, you saw more clearly than I. Certainly more clearly than Alduin. Roch funta korav. Perhaps now you have some insight into the forces that shape the Bene Setid, the currents of time. Perhaps you begin to see the world as a Dova. But I forget myself. Crosses, solos mif hadon. Melancholy is an easy trap for a Dova to fall into. You have won a mighty victory, Sarok Kondrach. One that will echo through all the ages of this world for those who have eyes to see. Savor your triumph, Dovahkiin. This is not the last of what you will write upon the currents of time.
Elder Scrolls 6, coming in probably 30 years.
I feel younger than I have been in many an age. Many are now scattered.
I can't hear you.
Without Alduin's lordship, they may yet bow to the Vasten, brightness of my throne. But willing or no, they will hear it. Fare thee well, Dovahkiin.
Fare thee well, Parthenax. You! And you're gone again. Right! Where's Lydia? Bit close.
I wish the Old One luck in his quest.
Me too.
But I doubt many will wish to exchange Alduin's lordship for the tyranny of Parthenax's way of the voice.
I mean, government is government, you know.
As for myself, you've proven your mastery twice over. Furi Dovahkiin, I gladly acknowledge the power of your throne. Zu Odavi, call me when you have need, and I will come if I can.
So what's that? Is that like up on the D-pad or... Nope, he's gone. He's gone. It's almost unsettling not seeing a marker on the compass. I'm just kind of here now without solid purpose nor thought of what to do. It's freeing, but also frightening. You know, it's the prison of possibility, or an ocean, a sky. You can fall into it, but you never really know what to do. Wow. I still needed to have a talk with Parthenax, actually. This is different stuff. May as well. I mean, in-game, this whole, like, series of events has taken place over the course of 2 months. Imagine that. Like, one day you're just waking up in a damn wagon with some guy going, "Ah, you're awake." And then 2 months later, I never mind anything before. I made it, Ma. Oh, there's Parthenax. I mean, wow, truly. There's still a little bit of like just disbelief, but yeah, wow. Let me think. Let's use that save. And that was all in like 50 minutes. I've still got an hour of streaming to do if I'm to meet my self-given quota. I promised rhymes. Give me a moment. I still need suggestions for what I need to play next, so anyone seeing this either as a live or as a video, please feel free to say a game you'd like to see me play next. Because, I mean, now I'm just stuck for ideas. I mean, there's a few games I've still not played that are like still in packaging. I'll undoubtedly get more at Christmas. I'll have to play those at some point. And I'm currently trying to get the platinum on the Devil May Cry games, so that's something. Okay. Now I have a special treat for you all. I said at the beginning that I was going to read William Blake, but then once I finally finished Skyrim, I would read you something special. And given the time of year, this is really suited. This has really timed itself well. So without further ado, I present you Auntie Donna's Own Always Room for Christmas Pud. Is that backwards for you? I think that's backwards for you. It's fine, I hope. Let me get a sip of water. And let's read. This is my favorite Christmas book. When you invest in Pud, you invest in your friends. When you invest in Pud, you invest in your friends. Penguin? Here we go. Let me fix my hair. It keeps falling through my lap. Hold on. There we go. Get a pillow on there. And finishing touch. These glasses, which I do not need, but screw it, I'm wearing them. Christmas dinner was done. 'Twas one of the greats, where once was a banquet just lay empty plates. The prawns and bean salad and ham were so yummy. Now all that remained were the guests with full tummies. That dinner was perfect from entree to roast, one guest exclaimed to his jubilant host. I gobbled your feast, he went on with delight, and honestly couldn't fit one more bite. But ho, said the host, how I wish that you could, for in my possession I have Christmas pud. Oh, maybe a little, the guest did reply, with a grin on his face and a glint in his eye. Thanks but no thanks, cried the third at the table, I've no room for pud and thus I'm unable. So the host didn't push it, though proud of his pud, for he knew that his offer was just far too good. Soon enough, to be sure, Diner 3 did agree, oh, maybe a little small pud for me. For as much as they'd eaten all that they could, there's always room for Christmas pud. And oh, what a pud that he'd made for them all, so nutty and fruity, this tasty moist ball. With a knife in his hand, the host then inquired how large of a portion that each guest desired. There's room in my tum, Diner 3 did admit, but just for a tiny, most minimal bit. And make mine so petite that it's barely a sliver, like this. Or maybe a little bit bigger. The guests eyed their bowls full of pud to the brim. They wondered aloud how they'd squeeze it all in. But the pud was not all that our good host had mustered. Oh, you didn't say there was custard. Ah, that's sweet. Oh, that sweet eggy sauce that doesn't live in our dreams. It is simply divine, but most paired with fresh cream. Yeah, chop on the custard, some brandy cream too. And ready the couch, I'll be noddy land by 2. I'm a big old buff head, cried the host to his guests, for he'd made too much pud, more than they could digest. But the guests disagreed, and one stopped the host yapping. What's the rush? He cried out. Leave it there. See what happens. Leave it there, see what happens. Well, can you believe it? They had 2 serves of pud. 2 serves is 2 more than they said that they could. Oh, double the pud, it's quite simply absurd. But the host, he was thinking of offering a third. Now 3rd time's the charm is a motto that's said, but 3 times the pud, that should fill one with dread. For yes, while it's tasty and yummy and good, there is such a thing as too much pud. And here's the leading pictures. And that's where it ends, except some notes and other jokey limericks. What an experience! And there's still so much more. I mean, I did I did some exploring, but I've not really done any side content. You know, there's still side quests, miscellaneous tasks, a bunch of stuff I can still level up. I've heard that there's just a guy on a mountain somewhere that wants to fight me. I think that's this game. And then there's still the DLC, the expansion, you know, the Dawn Guard, the other ones. But I think I'm done for now. Let's just see what Parthenax has to say, I guess, because I do need to chat with him. Oh, Dragonborn, Dawnguard, and there was another one, but I've not come up with that one yet.
Dremyolok, greetings.
The blades say you deserve to die.
The blades are wise not to trust me. Onikan Miov. I would not trust another Dova.
No? Why shouldn't they trust you?
Dov Walan Farel. We were made to dominate. The will to power is in our blood. You feel it in yourself, do you not? I can be trusted. I know this, but they do not.
I'm more of a sub.
Onikan Miov Dova. It is always wise to mistrust a Dova.
Oh.
I have overcome my nature only through meditation and long study of the way of the voice. No day goes by where I am not tempted to return to my inborn nature. Zimgriforut se sulech. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort?
Those are the words I've been waiting to hear for weeks.
Sum Ark Mora.
I leave you as you are. Wise. And beyond all else, including nature, trustful. I'm lost. Not literally, of course, but I mean, I don't know where to go. Well, I suppose that's more indecision, but for the sake of symbolism and poeticism, let's just say I'm lost. Let's run back to Whiterun. I don't feel like fast travelling right now. Besides, there is much to discuss. I suppose until Christmas then, I could stream Devil May Cry in place of this, or I could just triple the amount of Baldur's Gate streams that I'm doing and just replace my Skyrim streams with them until Christmas goes by. I think that would work. It'd be a bit more Baldur's Gate content, but you know, I like the game and I've got much to do on it. Lydia! Oh my god, Lydia! Lydia!
Still here.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Let's get going then.
You know it. She's been with me since the beginning, truly. If it weren't for her, I'd be long dead, eaten by some spider or wolf, some miscellaneous beast or creature. But because of her, though she wasn't there, I slew the Eater of Worlds, or the World Eater. And I got to read Always Room for Christmas Pud. It's a YouTube video, you know. They repost it every year. They even have the original Always Room for Panna Cotta, I believe it's called. I'll see you back there, Lydia. Yeah, she can't really go too far off the beaten path. At least not in the same way I can. I'm going the right direction, aren't I? Thank goodness. If I was going the wrong direction, that would have just... To think, only like 15 levels ago I couldn't even get past the Thalmar Embassy. 15 levels and 15 weeks ago, but... now, I've truly come far. Don't be a baby. Yeah, my Skyrim journey definitely doesn't stop here. I mean, there's still way too much stuff to do for me to simply say, yeah, I'm good, and just stop playing it. I'm definitely gonna go through, like, the trophies, the DLCs. I want to get platinum on this game, you know. There's just so much I can do. But I don't think I'll stream that much of it. I'd run. Oh, my bad. Ah, of course it's raining. The sky's flashing. Oh, now I call the dragon. The first time I came here, there were guards attacking, they were fighting, I believe it was a giant, yes, and then they all inexplicably stopped and killed me. Still don't know why, still a little annoyed about it, but it's all behind us now. Oh, it's lightning. I thought it was like my game, kind of. I thought it was a visual bug. My mistake. Yeah, this is definitely a really good game. Though, I do think I prefer The Witcher 3 just a little bit more. Like, they're both similar in terms of the, like, the world building, all that stuff, and, like, the quests. You know, they're structured similarly, though they are different experiences. But still, this game is truly, I can see why it's one of the greats. Imagine now just a nuclear bomb drops. Not possible, but imagine it just does, and then that just puts a sour note on everything. Honestly, I'm just waiting for a credits roll, though.
As the next man,
Yeah.
but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past.
Ah, Lydia. It is done.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
You don't even have anything to say.
If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet.
Okay, he's suddenly got some damn bass in his voice.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
And I've got something to do.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. The old fort near Riften.
What kind of pretentious ruler has their dining table set all the way out here in the rain next to the place where, like, they famously captured dragons? Baffling. I mean, there's still so much time. Like, really. Like, I'm not sure why I'm acting so surprised. This is about as quickly as I was hoping to get it done, but I just suppose I wasn't thinking ahead on how to fill the time. Okay. I have an idea. If you will permit me a moment of self-indulgence. You're watching this video, so you kind of both don't have a choice, but also can just either leave or skip ahead. But I would like to read you an extract from a story I am writing. I've been writing a little book of my own. It's it's not great and large so far. It's only 3 chapters and a prologue, and the story I have in mind, I think all in all will probably be 120 chapters. Like, the way I've kind of plotted out the events in my head and the characters and the story, and I've only written like 2% of it, and it's all loosey goosey. But I'm trying to build a world. I'm gonna write the actual story and tie it all together in a way that I think will make sense. Yeah, I'll find it and I'll read the prologue. Like, once again, just forgive me for my moment of self-indulgence. It's just 4 pages. I'm feeling a little self-conscious, but I suppose that's normal when you're kind of publicly sharing something you've written in earnest. Okay. The title, like for the book, is kind of in the works at this point. Oh, I've just had a bloody idea. I'm going to write down this idea quickly, but the title for the book, the way I've kind of plotted it in my head and planned it, is I think it might be a trilogy, like a trio of books, but the title across all 3, though it may change, obviously, it's still kind of work in progress, obviously, very early, but the title I've come up with so far is The Last Dragon Guard, which may just sound kind of cliche, but given the context of the story it makes most sense. Okay. Yeah. And so that's the main title. There's also subtitles. The first one, The Last Dragon Guard, Seeker of Darkness, which I think is really cool. Yeah, but here's the prologue. Each chapter as well. Each chapter at the top of the page starts with a poem that I myself have written. And so here's the prologue one. It's a haiku. Sun fell from heaven, every flame growing more cold. A god turned silent. I'm debating whether I should do voices, but I'll just read it. My law, simple, growled the great archdragon. Simple, yet broken. Keep to your lands and conflict will not be sought, but 5 years past you paraded your armies, your ilk, across my borders. The voice of the mighty Draco Solis was loud and commanding, like the voice of a roaring furnace. Damn you, worm, you and your loathsome laws, screeched King Andrew, the vengeful majesty's throat being ripped apart by his own fury. He left behind a rock emerged from the ground, shielding his ivory complexion as the large, scaly foe began to ready its next fearsome attack. If you cannot accept my peace, you will instead have my flame. Draco Solis scorched bitterly as she uttered her infernal incantation. Imdukma. The words seemed to echo across the scorched, barren wasteland, the queen and high mage joining the king in his hiding, while the surrounding knights made themselves sparse to lessen the risk of being caught in the attack. A great heat expelled itself from the archdragon's body, whilst fire and flame erupted from her maw, encircling and consuming the battle. The stone floor began to crack from the high temperature. The knights' lips began to split as the steel swords and spearheads in their hands started to steam and warp. "Curse these wretched flames!" shouted Queen Anne, her radiant ebony skin and red hair glowing in the inferno. "We stand no chance if this continues. Have you no spell to counter her flames, Manus?" she asked of the High Mage. "I've but one, and if I use it you must kill her while she is stunned," warned High Mage. Among the shouts and cries of the knights being bravely butchered, Manus reached into his pouch and pulled out several ingredients necessary to assist him in casting such a powerful spell, the likes of which would be able to stun even the archdragon who held such infallible command over the realm of sun. A vial of water from the Dead Sea, tail of a frost lizard, tooth of an ice troll, and the wings of a boreal butterfly. He held all four in the palm of his hand and crushed them together in his fist. He began to circle the head of his staff above the squashed ingredients, and focused his energy into the unholy spell. As the ritual took place, a dark mist rose from his closed hand towards his scepter, and a sickly shadow consumed the whites of his eyes as his pale complexion grew paler, and his veins varicosed. Draco Solis had noticed the mage's ritual, but as she readied the fire in her belly and began to spit it out, the High Mage had already started his dark chanting. Okay, I don't know what I was on when I was writing this dark speech, and I'll try and say it. Surekal det sorf dloko trudneres drigel tenedor for semalf. The words from his tongue were twisted and black, commanding the elements with a force against that of nature. The great archdragon had been frozen in a dark tinted ice, and her once roaring flames of hell had been reduced to tame sparks. "Now kill it!" shouted Manus. The king grasped his bow tightly and reached into his quiver for the enchanted arrow. The air was thick like mud, and every joint was heavy as if it was filled with iron. "Hurry, love!" exclaimed Queen Anne. King Andrew drew back the string, focused his gaze upon the archdragon's chest, and shifted his aim to the left. He breathed so slowly. He counted the seconds that it took for the ice to thaw around the Sun Queen's heart, and then release. The arrow flew across the rift of fire and ice. From its head a shadow-cloaked shape began to form. The arrow took on the shrouded figure of a spear and pierced the great being's chest. "That was for the king!" King Andrew barked at Draco Solis. The archdragon smashed out of her icy cocoon. She roared and writhed in agony, but her expression was one beyond simple physical pain. In her eyes she held more anguish than was being made by the festering shadow that was consuming her body. Her pain had another source. As she squirmed in her torment, Draco Solis stretched out her golden and crimson wings to escape. There was a great urgency in her movement. She needed to get back to her mountain peak, but why? As Draco Solis's wings lifted her high above the battlefield, The rotting, festering shadow spear was breaking down her body. It first spread across her chest, then made its way to her wings, bringing her crashing back to the horizon below. She fell from high above, and like the setting sun, she left no trace behind. That a being so powerful had been defeated, been killed, it was impossible. But yet here these humans stood, free from her burning radiance. That human force had slayed what could only be alluded to as a god. It was maddening. But while the rain clouds approached and the droplets of water began to grace the burnt land, something else was drawing the attention of the High Mage. "We did it! We really did it!" exclaimed Queen Anne. "Yes, my love, yes, we did," responded Andrew gleefully. "May my father finally rest in peace. Yes, I hope he can now," said Anne joyfully, embracing her darling king. As the bitter relief washed over them, the mage was restless with realization. "My lords, I hate to ruin your celebration, but we still have work to do," he proclaimed cautiously. "What is the matter? When we arrived, Sodus gave us an opportunity to turn away. When has she ever offered humans such a thing? Nevertheless, to ones who bring an armed military force across the border." Curiosity enveloped the king and queen's minds. "What are you getting at, Manus?" Andrew sighed. "When she was struck with my enchanted arrow, instead of continuing to fight, she decided to retreat back to the top of Dawn's Peak. Meaning she has something up there she needed to get back to. Something important. Special." "An egg!" Anne exclaimed. "Precisely," Manus alluded. "We have to destroy it." Colin looked on in shock. "What? Why would we do such a thing? Think about it. If that egg hatches, it will grow and grow until it becomes the most dangerous creature in existence." "It's just a child, not even hatched yet," gasped Anne. "What you're suggesting is monstrous, and if we do nothing, we will one day be faced with a monster. It will be the reaper of our people." "You can't expect us to allow such a thing," the Queen protested. "It's inhumane, it's barbaric," the King exclaimed. "It is the only way to protect all of humanity from certain doom," Manus argued. "I don't take joy in doing this, but the life of that egg surely does not outweigh those of our people." He paused his persuasion. He could tell that the idea unsettled his friends greatly, but he knew what he had to do to protect his kingdom, his family, no matter how dangerous, no matter how vile. "I understand this is a difficult thing to decide, but all I need is the order. I will take half the night still standing and walk the mountain path while you begin the journey home." He needed to hear the words. Then he could take authority over the situation. All he needs is the command. "If we do this, there is no turning back," Anne said somberly. "We are here by your volition, my love. I will leave the choice to you." "If I tell you to do this," Andrew contemplated, "we are not to discuss it. This information does not leave the party." "Of course, your Majesty." The title left the High Mage's lips after a brief pause, almost like an afterthought, but the pleasantries were over. Now was the time for authority. "Do it. That is the King's order, Manus." Speaking such a thing made Andrew want to bite off his own tongue out of fear for what it would say next. But it was done, and such words could never be rescinded. Once again, there's still touch-ups to be made, and I'm I'm not a writer. Okay? I may say I'm a storyteller. I'm not a writer. But this is still something I really want to do. Oh, my back. Ooh. Something in my spine just kind of clicked. Well. Well, if there's one thing that this game has taught me, other than to shout at anything that annoys you, it's that the real Elder Scrolls Skyrim was the friends we made along the way. Namely Lydia. She's a G. But, yeah. Thank you for watching me on this journey. I hope that you have a good night's sleep and a great morning's wake.